G'day everyone, it is the Captain. Welcome back to the channel. A big thank you, of course, to each and every one of you that like and subscribe to these videos and you share them. Have found the world with all of your buddies, all of your pals, and all of your mates. So in today's video, we are in New Jersey, where the troopers have pulled over a silly Billy stupid face for driving with his phone in his hand. However, weak-willed Willie believes it's because he decided to give the middle finger to the trooper and the trooper's just out for some revenge. And, no joke, he gets madder than a mosquito at a blow-up doll factory and goes full-fledged sovereign idiot. Let's have a bit of a look, shall we?
Come on, you tyrant thug. Are you calling in for backup? Do you need help? Are you nervous that somebody would give you the finger? Because you know damn well I weren't speeding. Come on. Yeah, I see you. No. You want to talk to me, you come on this side. I'm not coming that side. It's dangerous. I'm not rolling down that window either. It's dangerous on that side, so. Your car is parked out the way it's supposed to be. It's not dangerous. I'm on that side. Name and badge number. I'll tell you that. Name and badge number. And the reason why you pulled me over. Yeah, you're on your cell phone. You're full of shit! You're full of shit because my cell phone was sitting on my seat playing music. If you seen me on my cell phone, then I guess in your camera seen me on my cell phone, correct? Let me see it. Because I got my cameras right here that'll show you something different.
So straight away, this old bathroom spray breath over here is doing his best to prove to the trooper that he has done a degree in being a fucktard at YouTube University with a master's in drinking animal urine. The trooper's going to go to the safe side of the car, like he's trained to do, right? You were seen on your phone while you were driving. Here in Australia, the cops don't have to prove shit. It's your word against theirs. Did you, happen to play in medical waste as a child, or were you just born this retarded?
I don't know how it is in Maine, but in New Jersey, you can't be on the cell phone while driving.
I wasn't on a cell phone. Prove it.
You're on your cell phone.
Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it.
What's your name?
My name's Mike.
Mike?
Yep.
Why are you shaking so much?
Because I shake. Big deal. Because you guys are tyrant thugs. Because you guys are tyrant thugs. You sure are. Why are you pulling me over? Why are you pulling me over? Why are you pulling me over? You're pulling me over to extort money from me. You're pulling me over to try and extort money from me.
Why would I extort money from you?
Because why are you pulling me over? Am I involved in commerce right now? Am I not in my private vehicle?
What? Why are you shaking so much?
Because my elbow's resting on the freaking armrest.
Wouldn't that make it not shake?
Why would that make it not shake if I'm resting on a nerve? I can feel it right in my elbow. Okay. Uh-huh.
Like I said, I'm not coming on that side.
I'm not rolling down that window.
For my safety, okay?
I'm not rolling down that window.
For fuck's sake! Not driving for commerce! This fucking horseshit. Has anyone ever seen this argument actually work? No! Because it's not real! I'm pretty sure a state trooper knows the traffic laws, seeing as, you know, it's his fucking job. He's shaken, by the way, because he's a bit of a scaredy. Or he might have had a little bit too much Kool-Aid at the old Bumfuckers Anonymous meeting. Anyway, he's acting all entitled, isn't he? Kind of like Willy Wonka when he was watching all them kids fucking die.
Yeah, that's a camera. Yeah, that's a camera. And yeah, this is a camera.
What's he got here?
What does it matter to you?
Looking around.
I see that.
Doing what I can do.
I obviously see that.
What I'm allowed to do, you know?
Yep. Don't touch my vehicle, though.
I'm not touching it.
You were. When you were just looking, there's freaking handprints right there on my window. Oh, you had to call backup because I wouldn't roll down my window?
What's going on today, boss?
You tell me. He pulled me over.
You got any identification on you, my guy?
I sure do.
Can we get it?
No, you can't. Am I arrested? Am I under
Traffic
arrest?
Stop, right?
Am I under arrest?
No, but it's a traffic stop.
Am
You have
I
to
under
identify
arrest?
yourself.
Am
You're
I?
gonna be under arrest if you don't identify yourself.
Oh, you're threatening to arrest me now. Okay, to not
That's
identify
how the law
myself.
works.
Okay.
I'm telling you how the law works.
Yeah.
You get stopped for a traffic offense.
Okay.
Driving a car is not a right given to you. It's a privilege.
Excuse me?
It's a privilege.
Excuse
right?
me? No,
You
it's
get
not. It is a
driver's
freaking right.
license. Put your hands on the steering.
It is a right. Thank you, sir, but it is a right. There's my hand on the steering wheel. It's a right. Prove to me that it is a
Right.
privilege.
It's a right, is it? You waste of semen. It's a privilege. Even the Supreme Court of the United States has said so. They even stated on record that the use of a public road is a right. Correct. However, local authorities may nonetheless regulate such use, including imposing that motor vehicle operators obtain a license, right? Hence, it is a privilege to obtain and renew for use of all citizens operating a vehicle on a public roadway. Keep it up, mate, and you're going to get smashed against the ground harder than nipples in a sports bra, right? Something tells me that these troopers are big fans of our favourite game. Fuck around and find out.
Prove to me that is a privilege. Johnson versus Smith, Supreme Court.
Drive at 15 years old.
Excuse me?
You have to get a driver's license to drive.
No,
a
you
vehicle.
don't. You don't have to have a driver's license. You don't have to have a driver's
And
license.
then to operate a motor vehicle, you have to identify yourself.
No, you don't.
Stop.
No, you
Traffic
don't.
offenses.
No, you don't. Supreme Court, buddy. The Supreme Court, Johnson versus Smith. Look it up.
Right. I'm telling you right now.
You can tell me all you want. I know my rights.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I know my rights, buddy. Am I under
Same
arrest?
date of birth,
Am I under arrest?
Again, I'm gonna.
Am I under arrest? Am I under arrest?
You're going to be if you don't identify.
Oh, so you're threatening me that I'm going to be under...
I'm
Yes,
just
you are.
telling you
You're
what's going on
threatening me.
today.
You're
That's all I'm
threatening
telling
me. You are threatening me. Go ahead and threatening me. Because I do have the right to travel without a license, registration, or insurance. Look it up.
Yeah.
Johnson versus Smith, United States Supreme Court. Look it up.
Johnson versus Smith, you say? The Supreme Court of the United States, you say? Hang on a minute. Ah, look at that. I did look it up. And unless you're talking about some kind of real estate or some other shit that means absolutely nothing to do with travelling, either the Supreme Court lost this case that you're on about, or you're mistaken. There is a Thompson versus Smith, but that talks about travelling and driving, etc. But it does state that you are technically right. You can travel on a road in a car or a bus or whatever without a licence. However, if you're operating the vehicle, you must follow local and state laws, which includes having a fucking license. So if you're on a bus or you're a passenger in a car, go for it. You don't need a license to be either of those things, but if you're gonna drive, you need a fucking license. Don't you hate it when someone says, look it up, and you do, and it doesn't mean shit, because people like me are going to do it every fucking time, right? Now, I might be wrong, and someone out there smarter than I may know the case that you're talking about, but I guarantee it doesn't mean whatever this howling inbred is on about, right? If dicks could fly, his ass would be a fucking airport, right? Your argument has the same chances of working as a rabbit fucking a chicken and producing a kangaroo.
What's that say on the back of my Jeep? Right on the very top. UCC 1-308. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? You don't. Look it up.
Keep your hands on the steering wheel for me, bro.
They're right there. Look it up. UCC 1-308. Supreme Court, Johnson versus Smith. Look it up.
All right, so since we're over here, you told me to come on this side.
Yep, you're here.
You want to give me your stuff now?
Nope, I have no reason to. Am I under arrest?
Yeah.
All right, I explained it to you multiple times, my guy, right? State of New Jersey,
Yes.
get stopped for a traffic offense, right?
If you're involved in commerce, correct. Am I involved in commerce? No, I'm not. Am I involved in commerce? Am I involved in commerce? Am I involved in commerce?
State of New Jersey.
Correct. I can drive a vehicle. It's not a motor vehicle. It's a Jeep.
Registration and proof of insurance.
No, I don't.
You do.
No, I don't. United States Supreme Court, Johnson versus Smith, UCC 1-308.
Figure out in court I'm not doing this on the side of the road.
Then you're going to be, I'm not going to court either.
That's fine. You're
Am I under arrest?
What in the actual fuck are you on about? UCC 1-308? Mate, that's the Uniform Commercial Code, which was made to protect people that are in business of selling land or borrowing or other forms of trade. It pretty much states that, you know, if you sign something, you're sort of covered by law. Anything that requires a signature is pretty much covered under the UCC 1-308 that you're talking about, right? It doesn't mean anything to do with traffic laws, you fucking spastic, right? Oh, by the way, the UCC 1-308, yeah, that's not in your US Constitution. And guess what? The Supreme Court of the United States don't even talk about it. Even Congress didn't even pass it, right? You can't have things both ways. Pick a lane. You're starting to piss me off, right? Roadsides are not courtrooms, you fucking prison porn magazine, right? You sound like Donald Duck having a stroke. Speaking about having a stroke, by the way, Claire Foyd, oh, she had a stroke of my kidney cranker the other day, let me tell you. So vigorous, so forceful. I felt ecstasy one only gets after being shook to your very fucking core of one soul. I lost 10 pounds that night. It's okay though, I found it later in my passport. It's a great trip to Britain. Have you guys ever been?
If you don't give your documents, you're going to be, yeah.
All right, so, what's the emergency anyway?
Sorry?
What's the emergency? Because I noticed you guys were using your emergency lights. What's the emergency?
For safety.
Traffic stops.
So we don't want you getting hit. That's what we're doing.
Oh, you don't want me getting hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, I am going to ask you, am I under arrest?
You're going to be.
I'm asking you, am I under arrest? Am I under arrest?
If you don't give documents, you're going to be.
So you're threatening me to give you my documents.
No, I'm telling you.
No, you're threatening me. You're telling me you're threatening me.
No, that's negative.
Am I under arrest?
You're going to be, yes.
So that's a threat.
No,
That is a threat.
It's not a threat.
Is it a promise?
I'm telling you what's going on.
Is it a promise?
It's going to happen, okay? So you're not...
Am I under arrest?
You know what I mean?
So
Am I under arrest?
All right, we got another car.
Get your hand off my vehicle now.
I can do whatever I want.
Get your hand off my vehicle now.
What's going to happen? Okay?
Name and badge number.
I'm Trooper Hoffman, badge 8317.
Thank you.
I'm telling you that, okay?
Thank you.
This is what's going to happen, all right?
Okay, let's hear it.
As per state,
Yep.
you have to identify you.
No, you
right?
don't.
Okay.
I have a right to stay private.
Figure this out in court. That's
Am I under arrest?
You're going to be, yes.
Am I under arrest? You know what? I'm invoking my rights. If I invoke my rights, you can't demand anything from me.
You're carrying on like a dog at a llama orgy, just all out of sorts, trying to make sense of it all. Oh, why isn't this working on the troopers? My guru promised me it would. Listen, fucknuts, these troopers are setting up to smack your dumb ass back to your mum's coochie, right? You, right? You will go to jail and get fucked so hard. Oh, I can see it happening, right? It will sound like a fat guy running in flip-flops.
Oh, so now we got 3 of yous here.
So, we're going to do this the easy way or the hard way, okay?
Okay, come on, keep threatening me. Because, I'm loving this.
Okay.
I'm loving this. You're going to lose your qualified immunity. You're going to lose your qualified immunity. And if the officer behind me does not do anything, he's going to lose his qualified immunity. Come on. Come on. You know, I suggest you call a supervisor then. Because if you guys don't know my rights, your supervisor better.
So again,
You better call a supervisor.
one of two things, all right?
I'm asking for a supervisor.
That we're requesting.
I'm asking for a
legal traffic
supervisor.
stop.
I'm
If
asking
you
legal
want-
traffic stop my ass. Where's the...
Forcible here stopped you for a legal reason. I wasn't here, but he stopped you, right? He probably explained to you why he stopped you.
He said I was on my cell phone that was sitting on my phone, and I have 2 cameras here to prove that I was not on my cell phone.
I can't prove
I don't care.
Okay?
I don't care.
His eyes on him. If he saw you on the phone, then he saw you on the phone, all right? So again...
He did not see me on the phone. He's full of shit. You know why he pulled me over? You know why he pulled me over? I'll tell you exactly why he pulled me over. Because when he was coming down the road, he shot me with his radar. What did I do? I decided to redress my grievances against my government. So what did I do? I rolled down the window and I gave him the finger. And then he waved and realized I was giving him the finger and turned around and he pulled me over. Tell me how I can be on my phone with one hand going down the step.
Did I watch you do that? No, I'm not.
Tell me how I can be on my phone. Tell me how I can be on my phone with one hand.
So again,
no.
What we're doing.
It is beyond why you were pulled over at this point, and you're still carrying on like you're being fucking finger blasted by Freddy Krueger in a stairwell of an old abandoned hospital. You failed to ID. You failed at following lawful commands, and now the round is over. You lost. You're gonna have to go away with the bloody backup prize, right? Which is, by the way, our favourite game, and the cops are gonna play it with you. Let's do it. Let's say it together. Fuck around and find out.
Doing here is
You're doing.
Documentation, or we're ripping
You're violating my rights. You're violating my rights.
That's fine.
You're,
Right?
that's fine.
What you think is going on, then you can think that. I'm telling you.
I'm asking for a supervisor now.
Okay.
I'm asking for a supervisor now.
Open the window for us before we break.
I am asking for a supervisor now. 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 I am asking for a supervisor now.
Get out of the car.
I'm asking for a supervisor now. I am asking for a supervisor now. I am asking for a supervisor now.
On your back.
On your back. Come on, keep it up. Keep it up. Look at this.
Over the right. Over the right.
Look at 5 of them. Look at this. 5 of them.
What the fuck is on his chin? Did you eat a pony? What in the actual fuck was that? Fucking hell. There were legs and shit going everywhere. Oh, we're going to need to see this again. We really do. One more time. This time, let's do it with Coach Cam.
Alright? Okay. You want to open the window for us before we break it down? Do you want it? One last chance. Do you want to open the window? Do you want to roll down the window, give us your identification? I am asking for a supervisor now. Get out of the car. I'm asking for a supervisor now. I'm asking for a supervisor now. Get out of the car. On your back. On your back. Please don't. Get up. Get up. Go over to the right. Over to the right. 5 of them. Look at 5 of them. I will if you let go of my fucking neck. I have a bad shoulder. I am not fighting you guys. Oh my God.
There's the medical issue. Oh, I have a bad shoulder. Oh, mate, you're going to have a bad anal cavity by morning because Bubba and the boys are going to bore you out to make way for bigger ships in your port of brown logs.
I got one arm too. I got right arm. Come on. I'm asking for a supervisor. I'm asking for a supervisor. I'm asking for a supervisor again. I am asking for a supervisor. Give me my phone. Go get it. Give me my phone. No one's taking your phone. Give me my phone. I'm asking for a supervisor. Lock it. I'm fucking loving every minute of this. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I do not consent to any searches and seizures. Get out of my pocket. I do not consent to any searches and seizures. Get out of my pocket. I do not consent to any searches or seizures. Get out of my pocket. I do not consent to any searches or seizures. Get out of my pocket.
We have the right to search you. You're under arrest.
I have
Obstruction resisting arrest, alright?
Alright, sure, that's fine.
Alright.
You know what? You guys, I need all your badge numbers.
You'll get
Every one
it.
of you.
Don't worry about that.
Every one of you. I need your name and badge numbers. Every one of you.
Well, just,
Okay.
Hey, I got money to go get some other things. I'm asking for...
Look at the shit on the back of his car. Oh, why would you do that? Your feelings don't trump my rights. Yeah, neither did yours. Right? God bless America. Oh, police are corrupt, tyrant pigs that extort private citizens. Oh, fuck me drunk. You fucking idiot. I'm asking for a supervisor. What did you think was going to happen? The troops would just stop and wait? Mate, you are more delusional than Ryan Reynolds, who thinks that he's sexier than me. No one's more sexier than the captain, Ryan. Enjoy jail and all the rights that you get in the showers, mate. Fuck. Well, that brings us to the end of another great video. I hope you've had a bit of fun. I hope you've had a bit of a laugh. And I hope you've clicked that like button, the subscribe button, and you've decided to share this video around this wonderful planet of ours, or as I like to say, around the world, with all of your buddies, all of your pals, and all of your mates. And if you haven't got any of them, you can just share it with random people on the street. I tell you who really loves these videos, people on the bus. Just jump on any bus, doesn't matter. It could be a school bus, it could be a bloody bus to a hospital. It doesn't matter. Just get on there with your phone, show them the video, and you're going to make their day just so much better that they will probably invite you back to their house for a very nice warm steak dinner. So that's a win for everybody. But I've got to get going. I've got to catch up with the mate. Something really strange happened to him the other day. He was telling me, we were down at the pub, we're having a couple of beers and stuff, and he said, hey, remember last night? And I'm like, yeah, of course I do. And he goes, we're sitting here, we're having a few drinks together and stuff. I said, yeah, I remember, right? I'm a fucking person with a brain. I fucking have memories. And he's like, well, okay, calm down. But, he goes, when I left, I walked home, and I was walking down the train tracks, and I come across this lady, and she was tied to the train tracks. And I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. He goes, no, Captain, I wouldn't kid about this. There she was, fucking just tied to the tracks. I'm like, well, what did you do, mate? What did you fucking do? He goes, well, I did what anyone would do, mate. I got up, I fucking untied her, and I'm like, you can come home with me, I'll look after you, right? So he took her home. I said, well, what happened? He goes, well, I wanted her to relax and stuff, so, I started pouring a few drinks and tipping them into her and that, and one thing led to another, and, we fucking had sex, didn't we? I'm like, no way! Oh, sounds like a great night. Was she even good looking, I said. And he goes, good looking? I said, yeah, was she good looking? He goes, I never found her head, so, All right, hooroo.